The Big Show with Night and Day. Anytime is a good time for a thick shake from Night and Day.
Welcome.
This is big.
To the Hauraki Big Show.
Really big.
With Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Oh, g'day, you mad bastards. Great to have your company this glorious Wednesday afternoon. You're listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Night and Day. Mogi, you stallion, how's life?
Going pretty grousey, you mad dog, you sick son of a bee. Although, I've got something bugging me, man.
Oh, is it bugging you?
It's been bugging me. What's that, mate?
This is breaking news.
David Nyika's opponent has failed a drug test and has pulled out of their bout that will be taking place in 10 days' time up here at the Viaduct Event Centre.
Yes.
Of course, Hoodie J, yourself and myself will be hosting a couple of backbones on the backbone table, the competition currently running. And now Nyika is seeking a new opponent.
Yes.
And I believe you have some news around that.
Is this breaking news?
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh, okay.
This is breaking news.
It's certainly not the throbber, whatever that was.
Sorry, let's redo that.
This is breaking news.
I can confirm I have been approached to get back into the ring. You know, and I'll be honest with you, in my heyday, David wouldn't have had a her of a chance of getting anywhere near me.
He wouldn't have had a hooer of a chance.
And the reality is I haven't boxed for a long time, but it's like just getting back on the horse, really, isn't it? I'm considering it.
Yeah.
It really comes down to the purse at this stage.
Oh, nice.
You know what I mean? And how much my cut is. And
gut.
also, I don't, you know, I think he's a great boxer and I think he's got a big future. I don't want to ruin that by smacking the living bejesus out of him.
Well, you want to be the best, you got to beat the best, Jase.
Yeah, I guess so. And those are the things that I'm tussling with at the moment, Mogi.
Hurricane Hoyt, they used to call you.
Oh, they did.
Yeah.
Wasn't it heroin, Hoyt?
But I'll be thinking about it over the next day or two, and I'll let you know when I've come to a decision. Keyzie.
Hello.
That is such a cool camo shirt, man. Where did you get that from?
Jase.
Yeah.
Actually, just quickly.
It's been bugging me.
It really bugs me when you point out what clothes I'm wearing and say they're cool, because I know you don't mean it, you know?
I think that... Is it a caterpillar?
It's a cat, like the bulldozers in there.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah,
caterpillars. Yeah. No, I don't think it looks really...
Not caterpillars.
It looks really good on you.
I reckon it's, what would be the best word for it? Butch.
Yeah, it's manly.
Well, butch.
Yeah, okay, butch. It's butch. And I just think, because, you're wearing your Chevrolet cap.
I hate that the word Chevrolet's become a joke now.
No, but I just... Keyzie, it's one of the important things to learn is to take a compliment.
Okay.
All right, so just...
All right, thanks, Jase.
Just
Thank
take
you.
it that I think you look really neat today.
Thanks, Jase. You look really good as well, man.
Thanks, buddy.
Even Buddy just then, you know, just...
Thanks, Tiger. Here's a bit of rage.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Powderfinger there on the radio. Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday afternoon. The time is 14 minutes past 4 and all is well.
Yeah, it sure is, man. Hey, I've got this thing going on at my place, fellas, doing some renos.
Oh,
actually.
great stuff.
Yeah,
love a bit of Reno
It's
chat.
renovation chat.
Is this renovation chat?
It's renovation chat, yeah.
Okay.
Renovation Chat with Jason Mike.
Tune. That's a banger. We moved into a new house about 3 or 4 months ago. We're renting it. We're not rich like Keyzie. What we do is when you move into a house, you get all of your stuff and then you realise probably got too much stuff or the wrong stuff. And then you just leave stuff lying around for, what's it been, 4 months? It has been 4 months.
Yeah.
Yes, can totally relate to that.
So just heaps of pictures and stuff leaning up against walls and all that sort of stuff. Well, anyway, at the weekend we decided, right, we're into it, man. We're going to get this sorted out, and that's it. pictures are going up. We're selling furniture. We're getting rid of furniture. We're giving furniture away. We're getting new furniture. We're doing all of these things. Well, of course, the first, sort of obstacle we ran into is that we couldn't agree on anything.
Yes.
Let's put this picture there. No, don't like it there. What about here? Nah. What about here? Nah.
Is that you suggesting and her denying?
It doesn't matter.
Either
it's
way.
her or me, and
Right.
we just cannot. We just absolutely are 1,000% not on the same page when it comes to even like. I got a whole bunch of stuff, this music sort of memorabilia stuff, and I was like, oh, we could frame it like this, and we could do this and do that. Nah. Why don't we just nah? And it's so deflating, isn't it? Because you're excited about setting up your new house generally, but when you met with a barrage of disagreement, I just pretty quickly I was like, you know what? I think this is a part of the relationship which I think most couples come to, and that is the woman can just own the house, and I'll find somewhere in the back garden, a little bit of earth.
It could be your
with
space.
palm over the top of it, and I can just go out there and smoke darts in the rain, and that could be my house.
That's your man cave.
That's my
Yes.
man cave.
Yes.
So what I said was, look, all I want is just a mirror when you come in the front door, a huge mirror, because when we moved into the house, a guy had something similar there, and I really liked it. And she said, oh, what about this kind of mirror? I said, no, I don't like that. It's got to be the kind of mirror that I like. And then outside of that, the whole house is yours. You can do whatever you want.
Sure.
And I'm just done with having the conversations about it, because they're not conversations. It's just suggestions. I set it up, and she spikes it. She sets it up. I spike it.
Yeah.
There's no joy in it. You know what I mean?
Right. And that's to do with like not only which art goes where, but how you're even hanging it up.
Yeah.
Things like that.
Well, not the how, more just the. It is more the placement. So
Right, okay.
I was like, oh, we got all this cool music memorabilia. God, that'll be good in the hallway, because I like the idea of having people over, and then they're just sort of wandering around the house, and then they're like, oh, and they're finding cool stuff all over the house. She's like, nah, let's have it in the dining room. That's where everyone will be. It's like,
All right. By the way, I like the idea of the hallway better.
I like the idea. Well, weirdly enough, a couple of days later, she came back and she said, I think you're right about the hallway. But I haven't got a couple of days for everything we talk about.
Can I say something controversial here? Because
Sure.
I'll get the siren ready.
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying, Mogi. I think I have better taste than my wife.
Yeah. That is so sexist.
That's a sexism alarm, by the way.
I think I have a better eye than my wife.
Just one, though.
And we run into the same issues.
Yeah.
Like, because we've got quite a bit of art now, and I'm very particular about where I like it, and she's very particular.
Yes.
And as it turns out, she wins.
I was just going to say, who wins out?
She wins.
Yeah. Thank you. It's like I've got some stuff that I've had for years that is really meaningful to me.
Yeah.
That I've taken everywhere with me. Like I wanted to put a picture up in the bedroom, and she's just like, absolutely no way. It's like, we've had it forever. It's like it means something to me.
What was the picture of?
Pamela Anderson from Baywatch.
Oh, like a poster or
You
something?
remember that? Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
a poster, and you sort of put it up on a 45. It's still got the original blue tack on it.
Oh, wow.
And she's just like, absolutely not.
That sucks, man. So you should be allowed that.
I know.
I'm interested if other couples out there on 3483 have a similar problem in their homes in terms of who gets to decide what.
Yeah, text through 3483 in the draw for a $50 night and day voucher if you do. How's this picture? How's this text? Hanging pictures is not renovations.
Whatever.
Whatever.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Yes, indeed, LMNOP there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday afternoon, 25 minutes past 4 o'clock. I believe we have some admin, Captain Admin.
My name's not Captain Admin, it's Keyzie. But we do have some admin. The 25
Yeah,
grand.
but you are Captain Admin.
Yeah. I mean, I'm Chris, really. Chris.
Yeah, Captain.
Chris Key. Yeah. Captain Admin, that's one. The 25 grand fiddler is currently happening on Hauraki. If you hear a song with some fiddle mixed into it, give us a call on 0800 Hauraki. Call the number 100. Boom. $1,000.
How good?
Keep an ear out and get ready to call 0800 Hauraki. So there's your admin done. We're chatting renovations, fellas. Mogi renovating his house at the moment. Finally hanging up all the pictures and the pieces of artwork. 3 months you've been in your house,
3
right?
or 4 months, man, and we got to the point this weekend where we decided we'd put it all up, and then we realised that we disagreed on absolutely everything, and I got to the point where I just said, look, you know what, you just do it. You put everything up, put it wherever you want, and I'm just going to tap out.
Well, this is... A lot of people are agreeing with you on 3483, especially this. My wife lets me put my...
My wife.
My wife lets me put my stuff up wherever I want, as long as it's in the garage.
Yes.
Which is something that I have an issue with. My wife will be like, oh, that's really cool. Yeah, you can put that up in the garage.
Yeah.
I don't hang out in the garage. I go in there, hop in a car and back out of it.
Thank you.
Yes.
G'day, fellas. I've had my stuff in boxes in the shed for 8 years. Feeling your pain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On that thing with the shed there, I had it, Jase. Actually, I got you one of these things. It was the scorecard for the cricket when we won the World Test Championship against India. So I got this card. You know, it's beautiful, beautiful thing it is, and got it framed up. And it turned up at the house, and I said, God, that's good, isn't it? She goes, oh, my God. This is my wife. She says, oh, that will look so good at the office.
Yeah.
I mean, it's genius, though, isn't it, to think that way? Not like, oh, no, I don't like it, take it to the office, but to flatter you into saying, oh, my God,
yeah.
like I'm a complete idiot. And she got me. She did get me.
I bought my wife a couple of small little paintings, which were really nice. Have a guess where they are.
At the office?
No.
You don't have an office.
In the shed.
In the bog.
Oh, yeah,
in the
cool.
toilet, behind the door?
Yeah, yes, one of them is behind the door.
What about, this is a great one. My partner puts her filthy Crusaders stuff on one side of the room, and I put my beautiful Blues and Warriors stuff on the other side.
Yeah, well, that's come up as well. Yeah.
Well, because I have a similar situation where I have heaps of really cool old gaming stuff.
How so?
You know, like my old consoles and stuff from when I was a wee lad.
Oh, yeah.
When I was a little Keyzie there.
Cool.
And I've got them all in big boxes and stuff. And I'd love to put some of my retro stuff out and around the place. And my wife just says, nah, you can put that in the garage. You know?
Yes.
Or like some cool, I've got a big poster from the collector's edition of Buzzy Island 5.
Yes.
Which I would love to put up. And she's like, yeah, that'd look so good in the garage.
You look at the
Sure.
rubbish.
Sure.
What? The Buzzy Island 5 poster?
I think, you know, and it's that whole thing too. I don't know if it's the same for you guys, but the whole throw cushion thing and et cetera, that tends to be highly orientated to one sex. I don't know if that's fair or not.
I don't know if it's true or not. All I know is I'm not into it.
No, neither am
But
I.
we've got lots of them.
Yes.
Well, so just quickly, I'm just going to quickly play this.
Yeah,
Just because that was sexist.
I realise that I am absolutely fringing on that comment, but that's my vibe that I have about it.
Yeah, okay, your
That
sexist vibe.
the throw cushion thing is more favoured by women than it is by men.
How many do you have, right? How many do you have on your couch? How many throw cushions are on your couch?
Well, I can tell you how many cushions we have on our couch is 6.
I have 6 as well. That's way too many.
Yes.
Every time I go to sit down, I have to move all of them and put them on the floor.
And on
What's that about?
Our other couch, we have none, and I'll be lying on the couch and I'll say to my wife, can I have one of your cushions?
Keep the conversation happening on 3483, by the way, and also keep an ear out for the old fiddler. Could strike at any moment.
The Hauraki Big Show. Weekdays from 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Nirvana there on the radio. Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday afternoon. The time is 4:38. So it's time for this.
Buy
GDP.
money,
Invest.
rip the bastards off. Hedge fund, food stamps, stocks,
Exchange.
Bitcoin.
Profit.
hedge fund, baby.
Stocks.
The financial report with the Big Show. Yeah, this came about because we're aware of the fact that many people are struggling out there financially. A lot of people wondering what to do with money, you know, what to invest in and that sort of thing. And we thought it would be a useful thing to have on our show where we discuss what's working financially, what you can do in terms of budgets and stuff like that. And as an example, I've invested in shares. And a lot of people come to me and they ask investing advice, Mogi.
Yeah. I've got a question for you, Jase, because I'm not, I'm pretty green when it comes to this investment sort of stuff. Can you explain to me what a share is?
Look, I don't want to digress from what I was going to talk about because it's important that we don't lose track of
But
what
I
we're
also
saying.
feel like that's a really good question.
That's a good question,
It is
isn't
a
it?
portion. It is something that you buy into from a company. So you have a share of ownership of that company through the shares that go onto the stock market.
Right.
Now, a lot of people come up to me and they say, "What should I invest in? What that sort of thing?" And
So is it sort of like a share of a unit of equity ownership in the capital stock of a corporation?
well, if you want to get technical, yes.
Yeah.
And one of the things I always say to people when it comes to investing is to have a very diverse portfolio. And the reason that you need a diverse portfolio is because if you have a little loss there, then it can be compensated with another sort of investment in another area. So rather than to put all your chips into one basket, and that could go up or down or fail, and then you're in a world of trouble, have a diverse investment strategy. Like, for example, I had an absolute hoor of a time on the share market today.
Yeah.
My shares were devastated.
Right.
Big loss. But fortunately, I can supplement that with other investments that I've made in other areas.
Supplicant it.
Can you yeah.
How much did you lose?
On the share market?
Yeah.
Right, you mean in dollar terms?
Yeah.
Probably $3.
Yeah. How's that sit as a percentage of your total investment?
About 0.54% of my
0.5%.
Of my investment. So it was a terrible day.
So you've got
So you've got
$600
about
in there.
$600 invested in the stock market. That's good, man.
Well,
Actually, that's quite accurate. It's about 700. Well done.
another route you can go down is crypto.
Oh, yeah,
Cryptocurrencies.
yeah, sure.
Which is a sort of area of the market that I've been involved with for a long time. People think Bitcoin, you know,
Sure.
but I think it's like $56,000 for one Bitcoin now.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Crazy.
Have
stuff.
they got any cheaper ones?
Yeah, Cupcake coin. We touched on that
Yeah.
last time. That's
Yes.
gone up $20 per coin. It was at $23. It's now $43. So you got to jump on these things quick.
How many cupcakes do you have?
How many cupcake coins?
Yes.
I've got a whole tray of them.
Oh, right, okay.
Nice.
12.
Good eating?
Really good eating. Have you guys heard of? You've heard of Bitcoin?
Yeah.
This
We
one's
were just
called.
talking about it a second ago,
Yeah,
weren't
this
you?
one's
Yeah,
called
yeah.
Kitcoin.
Oh, nice.
Similar thing, except for it's the opposite. So it's actually negative
Bottomed out.
56,000 right now. But if
Only
you,
way is up
yeah, so if you jump on it now,
or down.
Well, this is the thing.
Well, that's
Jump
a
in
good
when
point.
when it's plummeted like that. That's when you jump in there. Just put all your money into the one thing.
Yeah.
If it's plummeted, because sure as chips, it's going to go back up again.
sure
Or
as chips,
down.
or down. Mogi, good
Yeah.
point. Have you heard of Ethereum?
Yes.
Aquarium.
Oh,
They're building one.
where?
Huntley.
Oh,
So that could be a good thing to invest in. You know, bring tourism back to Huntley now that there's that sort of bypass.
yeah, that's true.
I know that's not crypto. I just think it's a really good savvy investment.
There's also some really good pie places in Huntley.
That's right,
Yeah,
Jase.
yeah.
That's a really good point.
Thanks, man.
Mogi.
I'm sort of someone that's interested in high volatility, high risk, high
Sure.
reward sort of stuff. So I'm Queen of the Nile all day.
Yeah, okay, and punting on the Warriors.
Yeah, up the wires. Yeah.
The thing about Queen of the Nile too, at some point she's going to pay out,
Oh yeah.
and when she does, you'll be a rich man / woman.
Let luck be your lady tonight is what I always say, Keyzie. One way or the other.
I've never heard you say that.
I'm always saying that.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird.
There's a fidelity.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie. Sounds like they've struck again. The Radio Hauraki 25 grand fiddler.
Yes, indeed. For some reason, people love this fiddler stuff, don't they?
Well,
Don't they?
It's because they get $1,000.
Oh, it'll
Jase.
be the money.
Oh, you
Yeah.
think it
Yeah,
is?
yeah,
What,
yeah.
$1,000?
Yeah, it's
Although-
probably that money.
Having said that, that Franz Ferdinand song with some fiddle mixed into it was actually pretty
That
awesome.
was
Yeah,
mint.
well, it was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, caller number 100, of course. Let's go to the phone lines. G'day, Ashley. How's life?
Hi, it's good, thank you.
That's good,
How are
Ashley.
you?
Yeah, very well, thank you, Ashley. Unfortunately, you're caller number 98.
Okay, thank you anyway.
Well, try again, Ashley, please.
I will.
Good on you, mate. G'day, Ollie from Dunsandel. How's life?
Yeah, pretty good, thank you.
Good on you, mate. What do you do for a crust, Ollie?
Trimming hedges, hedge trimmer.
Oh, good on you, mate. But unfortunately, you're calling number 99.
Still a
Damn.
backbone, though.
Try again, Ollie. Stu from Otago. How's life?
Oh, pretty good, guys.
Yeah, good stuff, Stu. What do you do for a crust?
Ground main, basically putting up people's sections, trees, lawn.
Oh,
Beautiful.
good on you, mate. Good on you, man.
Well, I tell you what, Stu, you can add $1,000 to your bank balance. How does that sound?
Sounds awesome. Jason, it just sounds bright.
Hey!
So much, eh?
Yeah, good on you, Stu, mate. $1,000 coming your way because you kept an ear out for that fiddler. And just a reminder for everyone out there listening that it could strike again at any moment, so stay listening.
Yeah, beautiful. Enjoy that $1,000, Stu. I'll hand you over to Pugson in Studio B. Thanks, mate.
Just had a text come through on 3483. Nah, you boys rigged this one.
The fiddler?
Apparently, according to this texter. So,
Well,
why did you do that, Jase?
Why did I rig it?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not sure how I could.
Well, seems like they know what they're talking about.
I think you purposely rigged it so the guy with the munted phone would win.
Yeah,
Right,
the guy
okay.
he couldn't understand what he was saying.
So that he'd get a new phone with the $1,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jay, shame on you, man.
Yeah, sorry, Fuels. Hey, but keeping an ear out. Could be you tomorrow.
Is this Weezer?
Yeah, it could strike in this song.
Wow.
Nah, it's not going to. Or is it?
The Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Welcome back, you massive backbones. Hope your Wednesday's going along very nicely. What a beautiful evening, Feels.
It is lovely out there, isn't it?
Beautiful
So
evening.
nice.
You,
out there.
Keyzie, and you, Jase, as well, but mostly Keyzie, look beautiful in the evening sunlight.
Yeah. And your cat shirt is just pinging. The camo is just going off there, Keyzie. It's looking good, man.
Who sponsors this show again? I can't remember.
Oh, night. And day.
And I've just got a little memo here.
What does it say?
It
Oh,
says,
no, you don't have to tell us.
Oh, no, I feel like I should.
Oh, okay.
I think they wanted me to tell you on
sorry,
air.
I thought it was a secret.
No. They wanted me to say that any time is a good time for a thick shake from night and day.
What about if you've got a bad cold? Because I find when I have dairy, it really buggers with the phlegm.
Well, especially if your massive honker is blocked up.
Well, how are you drinking it?
Well, you just got to suck it hard.
You got to suck it
Keyzie.
real hard, Keyzie. That's rule number one.
Yeah, and you know I do. For the best milkshakes, thick shakes, and super thick shakes, hit up your local night and day.
Hey, now listen, breaking news.
Oh, is it?
This is breaking news.
We mentioned at the top of the show that David Nika's opponent in the boxing there got done for a drug test. Or what he didn't
got done
pass.
for one.
What drugs did he have?
He didn't pass the drug test, and so they're looking for a new opponent. And I believe we have an update. Ellis.
We certainly do have an update. The update is that they have already locked in an opponent for David Nika to face. Apparently, this person's actually better than
Oh, yeah, a bit
Caparello
better, for
and
sure.
does less drugs.
Yeah.
So they will be announcing that, I believe, at 4 p.m. tomorrow.
So the announcement is that there'll be an
There's
announcement.
going to be, but they've already found someone. Of course, the night was going ahead anyway, which is great.
Yeah.
Because there's a whole lot of undercards and stuff like that. But they have a new opponent for him. He's an even better fighter, and that is happening tomorrow at 4 p.m.
Is it Mike Tyson?
It's not Mike Tyson, but
Or is it...
he does the same sport as
Well,
Mike Tyson.
As we mentioned earlier in the show, fellas, I'd been approached. Let's just wait till tomorrow, eh?
Okay.
Good stuff.
No, but this person's better than Caparello.
Yeah, he is. He's tall.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Primal Scream there on the radio. Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday afternoon, 16 minutes past 5 o'clock, and I believe it was a big day for you today, Keyzie.
No.
Bit of a landmark day, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
No, it was a big day for me. This morning, I successfully did my basic handling and skills test on a motorbike,
Wow.
which means that I can now sit my learners.
Oh.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
What kind of bike were you on?
It was like a little Suzuki 150 thing, road bike.
Right.
Is that 100? That's 150 cc's, is it?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I think it was a little twin cylinder number.
Yeah.
5 gears, 1 down, 4 up. You know.
The interesting thing about that is I'd really struggle on that because, of course, Mogi, we're used to the massive hogs that, you know, we usually
Big
ride.
fat hog.
So something like that would just be like a little toy for me.
Well, this is actually the funny thing, and get ready to laugh. I realised when I was on it that I haven't actually ridden a road bike before. I've only ever ridden dirt bikes.
Yeah.
That's
Dirt
interesting.
track Keyzie, that's what they call you.
That's the one.
Is that why you wore the camo shirt today?
Yeah, because everyone knows when you're on a motorbike, you have to have a camo shirt on, Jase.
Yeah, it's
Come
cool.
on, man.
Well,
It's
no,
cool.
I mean, because
Come on, bro.
back in the day, all the mud would flick up from the back when you were out in the outback there and then get your shirt dirty.
I didn't ride in the Outback.
Didn't you?
And I had a mud flap on my little bike.
Oh, nice.
So all the dirt flicking up was sweet as.
You've
But
missed out then if you haven't, ridden in the outback.
hit the old Outback dirt track. And the funny thing was, because you literally hop on a little bike and he goes, now, do you know how to start a bike?
Yeah.
And you don't want to be the
And
guy
you
who's like,
say
yeah,
no.
mate, I know how to do it. So you go, okay, how do you start this one? Like, ignition on, clutch in, and then you push the button and blah, blah. You might need to have some brake and all this sort of
Brum,
stuff.
brum.
I'll get you just to take off. And you're literally in a car park. You've got a fluoro vest on.
Yeah.
And he's put cones out. And he's like, don't go out of first gear. Just get comfortable with the bike.
Yeah, man.
Really nice guy, Paul, by the way. Did a really great job. And I was just sort of like,
You said he was a buffoon.
did I? Oh, I don't remember saying that. I must have, though. Otherwise, you wouldn't have brought it up. He said,
Either he looks stupid in his Velcro sort of jacket thingy.
did I say that?
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm just driving around this car park in first gear, just learning how to stop. And he goes, before we start, just want you to let you know one thing.
Hadn't you already started?
No, we hadn't done the test yet.
Oh.
It was just getting used to the bike. And he said, he said, you've obviously done a lot of dirt biking. You've obviously done a bit of
Dirt tracking.
motocross. Yeah, dirt tracking, he referred to it as. And I was like, come on, Paul, you buffoon. Of course I have. And then he said, because your stance is aggressive. I'm on it like I'm about to hit some tiny little jumps.
Yeah, yeah.
And little bits of mud and stuff.
Poos.
Poos, Jase, yeah. And he's like, you've got to change your you got to change your stance. Because,
Right.
let's say you go for a ride, let's say, where are you going to ride to? I might ride to Tauranga eventually once I've got my license. So that's a 3-hour journey.
You're going to ride like that?
You're going to ride it with your elbows up, really gripping,
Yeah,
like So he said, you got to relax and just, but managed to do it all, went around the
So
figure of eights.
he sat behind you and sort of helped you on the bike, and he sort of guided you and just made you calm down and stuff. Is that right?
no.
Just relaxed you.
No.
You go, that's it. That's how you do it.
Did he rub your shoulders?
Yeah, Jase, he rubbed my shoulders.
Good.
Yeah.
And was that good?
Yeah, that was good.
Because that's the thing, man. You can get very tense, Keyzie, especially when you're under pressure. So
Absolutely,
having
man.
someone like Paul there to help you out, and that's what he's there for, isn't he? Because he's a teacher. He's meant to
Absolutely.
make you feel better.
Yeah.
And then to have you call him a buffoon.
No, hang on. That's not. But the funny thing was, when I was actually doing the test, even though it was very easy, like take off, figure of eight, pull over there, not really easy, I was really nervous.
Yeah.
Because I hadn't been tested.
Yeah.
And I thought I was going to stuff the whole thing up. And then at the end, I was like, did I do okay? I was like, yeah, you were totally fine.
Tested for what?
For the motorbike.
Oh, right.
Literally the whole thing, like Jase. Actually, do you guys still have a motorbike gang?
The hairy Scrotes.
Yeah. If I get my license and a bike, can I join?
Oh,
The
jeez.
thing
Have a
is,
think-
Keyzie,
have a
you're
think
not
about it.
allowed to talk over the song when they're singing.
Hang on.
The Hauraki Big Show podcast.
Doosh. Moby there on the radio Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday afternoon. The time is 5:28.
Hey, fellas, just got some quick admin. If that's all good, I'll just do it really quick so it doesn't
No
interrupt.
worries, Captain Admin.
Huge news, of course. You've got David Nyika, who was fighting Caparello from Aussie. He has failed his drugs test. Tomorrow, 4 p.m, they're going to be announcing who his new opponent is going to be. However, if you would like to be at that fight, which is next Saturday, the 14th of September at Viaduct Events Centre, sitting at a table, the backbone table with free food, free drinks. You've got to wear a suit and being hosted by Hoity J and Mike Minogue. Text the word fight to 3483. You'll get a link. And if you want to watch it instead on the old tally there, go to DAZN.com, spelled DAZN.
And there's going to be an announcement on that tomorrow who his new opponent is. When you
4
think
p.m.
about it, fellas, it's actually a pain in the ass for him because he'd be training for that specific fighter and then to have to turn around with just a few days left and fight someone completely
I
different.
think it's massively disrespectful of Caparello.
I want to know
And
what drugs he was on.
I want to know what drugs he's on.
Yes.
I want to know where he got them.
Yes.
And I want to know if he's got any left.
And how much?
Yes.
Yes.
Hey, we were just chatting, fellas, and this is actually something I've been wanting to bring up with you guys. I've been looking for sort of a way to sort of get to know you guys better because you're quite not standoffish, but it's quite hard to break into the inner circle.
There's plenty of articles on me if you just Google me.
No, well, see,
Old Mogi.
I don't want to be looking up Mogi articles, and believe me, I've read and even written quite a few of them, But I figured this whole me getting my motorbike license, getting my learners and getting a bike, you guys have a bike gang. Maybe this could be a good way for us to hang out more, and I want to join your bike again. What was it called again?
Hairy Scrotes.
Yeah, that's the one. Do you have like patches and stuff? Do you have to wear a patch with that written on it?
Yeah, you got a patch on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
On it, like a jacket?
On the back.
Oh,
the
yeah.
usual place that you would find a patch, Keyzie.
Yeah,
I mean,
okay.
good God.
Okay.
I mean, it's a bit different now, isn't it, Jase? I mean, that was many years ago. And I get my bullets lasered now. So there's a certain irony in that.
Totally.
Mind you, I've got enough hair on my balls for both of us.
Which is handy.
Yes, that's totally handy. So, like...
Are your balls hairy,
Jase.
Keyzie?
That is part of...
Oh, is this part of the initiative?
If you're going to prospect, you
yeah.
just don't get to wander on in and grab a patch.
Yeah, superhero.
The first thing we look at is your balls, basically.
Okay, well,
And it's like, you got a bit of paper there with everything written down on it, and you go, hairy bulls,
Oh, and
tick,
yes.
or...
And then we wave them.
what, like me or...
No, your balls.
Right.
Laws. Bulls.
Bulls.
Yeah, right, okay.
Yeah.
And then do we, at any point, do you guys still have motorbikes?
We've got a motorbike.
Oh, you've got one. That's right.
We always had a motorbike, and that allows one of us to ride bitch and take photos of the scenery and that.
Generally, it's me riding bitch.
Yeah, I figured. Okay, and so how many other members are there?
There's only the two of us now. Everyone else got locked up.
Yeah.
Wow, so you guys are actually
yeah,
doing crimes in that? Yeah. Oh, wow, okay. Yeah. And so, fill out the form, you'll, do weird stuff with me downstairs, and then that's it? We're good to go? Or?
No, you got a prospect in it.
Yeah, totally, man.
Yeah, the sort of and generally that prospecting can take anywhere up to sort of 3 years. You'll get a jacket, but it won't have the Hairy Scrotes patch on it. You'll just have Aotearoa down the bottom,
and then you've eventually
established I think whatever it was 1983 or whatever it was, and that's on there. But you won't have the patch, and then eventually you get the patch. But it's sort of like being in the Boy Scouts. You got to get your ribbons and that. What do you call those?
Badges.
Your badges. Yeah,
Yes.
you got to get your badges.
like tying a knot in that.
Yeah, like that, but obviously a bit more hardcore than that,
okay,
because you don't have to tie any knots,
Okay.
man.
Just so I know what I'm getting myself into, what do I have to do?
While we smack your balls,
Oh, yeah.
bulls with a stick, and that goes over a 48-hour period.
But that's a stick of gum.
Right, okay.
And I tell you what, it tickles.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Def Leppard there on the radio, Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday evening. Let's have a bit of Big Show improv, shall we?
Quiet on set.
Sound speed!
Lights.
Camera!
Action.
Now it's time for the Big Show improv!
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah!
This is where we try and give Keyzie a little bit of training. He wants to be an actor. He's an aspiring actor, if I could put it that way. And it's a struggle to get auditions out there, and it's a struggle to get seen. So we thought, well, why not give Keyzie a little bit of training with two of New Zealand's, and this is what's been said about us, Jase, two of New Zealand's greatest ever actors that deserve
Iconic,
worldwide fame and stardom.
Just on that, by the way, Moki, I want to make a public announcement here if I can very quickly.
No.
Keyzie got a callback for one of his acting jobs. Congratulations, Keyzie.
Thanks,
Well
guys.
done,
Thank
mate.
you.
It's really great.
Well done.
I thought it was one of 2 or 3 people, but I was told it was actually about one of 5.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
So I've still got a lot of work
I
to
think
do.
it's actually more than that,
Yeah,
from what I
probably.
understand.
I think they're just redoing it all over to. But anyway,
So this is an opportunity today for you, Keyzie, to work with Hoity J in the scene.
Wow.
Okay,
What a dream.
Now tonight, Keyzie, you're going to be going along to a bit of an industry event. It's going to be a sort of the media presser for and screening of the latest season of Celebrity Treasure Island.
That's right. That is what is happening tonight.
You are a huge fan of that show. You have been dying to get on that
Wow,
show.
I'm not
The
that
amount
desperate.
of times I've heard you banging on to Jase to try and get you on that show.
Well, I just wish Jase would get me on. I don't understand what the issue is.
And that's the thing. It's like, oh, man, just leave me alone.
Yeah, okay.
So in this scenario, Keyzie, you're going to be there. You're going to be getting photos with your lovely wife who you're attending with. You've arrived on the red carpet. And then you spot Hoity J, who you know is the producer, and you are going to try and get convince him to let you on the next season of Celebrity Treasure Island Aotearoa. Okay.
All right.
And here we go. And action.
Oh, babe. That guy over there, that's Jase. He's the producer. He's the producer of Celebrity Treasure Island. Yeah. So you stay here. I'm just going to go have a yarn to him and just sort of sidle up and see if I can, get myself on the show for next season. Okay. All right. Wish me luck. Excuse me there. G'day. Are you Jase? Are you?
Yes, that's right. Yes.
Yeah.
Is that your wife over there? Did you just?
My name's Chris.
No,
No,
it just looks like you've just left her behind there. She looks.
Oh
a
no,
little...
she's fine.
No, come on over, love. Come on over. That's fine.
So, Luce, come over.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Hello, how are you? Lovely to meet you.
Hi, very nice to meet you as well.
Yes.
Actually, my name's...
I'm pretty sure you used to work here for a while.
Yeah, I was here for a while, and you guys you fired me for thieving.
Wow, babe, I mean,
Oh, right, yeah, I mean,
feel
that's
like
right, that's right, yes.
That's not...
Yeah. Well, can I just say...
Thieving hearts.
It wasn't... Yeah, well, I was going to say, it wasn't me that fired you. I wouldn't do that in a million years.
Well, anyway, Jase, I'm glad you're hitting it off with my wife there. My name's Chris.
Sorry, what was your name again?
Loose.
Loose.
They call me Loose.
Can we have some champagne over here, please?
It's Lucy, by the way, full name.
Yeah.
Lucy, yeah.
Yeah, she hates
There
being
you
called
go.
Loose. Trust me. So, anyway... My name's Chris, by the way. Have you heard of Radio Hauraki?
Never.
I mean, I find that surprising because it's been around like ages. You know, it's a pretty iconic station. And getting
no one really listens to it,
babe, come on, not now for this. Anyway, Jase.
Well, no, she's right. I mean, I think, especially with the podcasts, Lucy, that are going on at the moment, that's the new genre, if you will.
That's what I've been telling him. I've been telling him
Lucy,
and
hang on.
Deaf ears, I'm imagining, too, yeah.
Now, look, you may have a point there. In our particular show, it's a really good show, actually, 4 till 7. You should listen to it. We do a podcast as well. And I was thinking,
the first week they were on, they gave me a bit of jip about my cake being dry.
You're joking.
Yeah, they did, Lucy. And if I remember correctly, you were very upset about that and refused to bake anything for them for a year. But that's neither here nor there.
Well, look, anything you'd make for me, I'd be highly appreciative.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Actually.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, hang on, Luce. But yeah, Jase, as I was saying, it could be quite a nice collab, you know.
Do you want a shrimp, Lucy?
Is that a euphemism?
No, it's not a euphemism.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Butthole Surfers there on the radio, Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday evening. I just want to put it out there too, actually, because we've had a bit of an issue with this regarding the Friday Throbber, and I know that's a couple of days away, fellas, but I just want to put it out there on 3483. Some themes or ideas for the Throbber, because we keep getting to the Throbber every Friday and going, what are we doing here?
No, we don't.
What is it going to be about? So if you've got
Jase.
no ideas, chuck them in there now.
No, the issue we're having is we have a theme and then you just completely ignore it and then pick a shitter. Last week's theme was jumping or budgieing or flying. The week before was drinking because we're at Beervana. But we do need a new theme. 3483, send it through, and if we use your theme, $50 night and day voucher.
Pretty good.
Yeah, great stuff.
Not bad.
Now, coming up after 6 o'clock, of course, What's on the TV with Mike Minogue.
Got a good one for you tonight as well, Jase. You're going to love it.
And we've got a scenario, too, after 6 that we want to run by that happened to actual people in the world, and I'm curious to know how you fellas would react in that same situation.
Sure.
I'm intrigued.
Yeah, that's after 6.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike, and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Easy. Yeah, welcome back, you massive backbones. You're listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Night and Day.
Night and day.
On the podcast outro today, which is not a podcast of the actual show, it's stuff we do beyond the show.
Sorry, what?
Really good point,
It
Jase.
tends to be a bit more R18. It tends to be a bit more, well, not always R18.
Doesn't have to
Sometimes
be.
it can be very honest and open, and you find out a little bit more about our personal
That's
lives.
true. Today, Keyzie was crying.
He was crying.
That's right, I was. You just reminded me. And the little clip here is labelled treats. I think I cried after hearing this little clip, and I think you will too, New Zealand. So wrap your ears around this one.
Every day I buy nippies, and I chastise myself because I go, I don't need this.
Yeah. Oh, but it's fun though.
It's just habit, and I'm doing it out of habit. So, maybe
You're a creature of habit, Jase. What are you going to do?
I am.
What are you going to do?
That's true.
But it's totally innocent. Do you love
sure.
it?
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, you love it, eh?
I don't know.
You f***ing love it.
I
You
don't know
do.
that I love it, Keyzie.
You do. I've heard you love it.
Yeah, man, you love it.
I like it.
You love Nippy's iced coffees, eh?
Yeah,
love it.
Yeah,
I
man,
do
you
have
love
my addictions. It's true. It was cheese balls, and then it was Aunt Betty's steam puddings, and now it's
cheating on your wife?
and now it's nippies cheating on my wife.
And with nippies, you suck it hard, man.
I suck it hard, all right.
Yeah.
Hey, do you guys
I
have any?
suck it till it's empty.
Do you guys have any tattoos?
Yes.
Of what?
Just tattoos in general.
Oh, nah.
Nah, okay. If you don't have any tattoos but you'd like to get some, or you've got some and you'd like to top them up, the New Zealand Tattoo and Art Festival is happening down in New Plymouth soon.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is
So-
John Toogood going to be there?
He's going to be there headlining on the old musical stage.
Then you can forget it.
Oh. But if you did want to go and see the Tattoo Festival of John Toogood and also get a $500 tattoo voucher plus flights and accommodation, head to hauraki.co.nz and enter there.
What does $500 get you tattoo-wise these days, you know?
Probably a half-ass one like what Pugsan's got.
And actually, Keyzie,
What? I'm
Was
just
that-
joking, Pugs.
was that admin?
Yeah, why? What about it? Oh, this is a tune. Pearl Jam. AJ's.
Sure is.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Blink 182 there on the radio. Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday evening, but we have breaking news.
This is breaking news.
Fellas, a New Zealand couple purchased a house and then found $232,000 hidden in the roof space. All right?
Right.
Should they be allowed to keep it? That's the question.
Is that the question?
So basically what's happened is they've found it, however, because the house had gang affiliations prior to their purchase, it's likely, but not 100% certain to be like drug money, basically.
Drug money, yeah. Gang money.
So
Well, it could have been anything. They could have been doing work for charity.
it could be charity
don't
money,
know.
which sometimes
That
happens.
happens.
But yeah.
So,
Well,
no, you go, Mogi.
Well, my feeling is if you've bought the property, then you own everything that is on the property.
The chattels.
I would have
But
thought so.
the problem is it's proceeds of criminal activity.
Well, you can't prove that. You can't prove that.
So that's the issue, is they have to prove
Yeah,
that it's
prove it.
proceeds of criminal activity.
Also, just going right back on this, though.
Way back to, but like before that,
No, but...
Oh.
So they obviously reported it.
they must have reported it,
Yeah,
yes.
so there would be my first dilemma.
Well, the thing that I think they've got wrong there is, potential when it comes to gangs, and if it is gang money, the memory's affected, Jase. You remember when we used to be awake for days and days, just party. Your memory is one of the first things to go.
It is.
And so they probably forgot that they had 230 grand up in the crawl space. But as soon as you go to the police and you say, hey, I got 230 grand, then the gang members are like, oh, that's where I
That's
put
right.
that 230 grand.
Because
That's
now it's in the papers.
That's my point.
There's,
That's
a knock
my
on,
point.
there's a knock on the door.
But the issue you've got is, let's say one of these gang members all of a sudden is strapped for cash and remembers that house has got 200 grand in the roof. I'm going to go around there and if they go around there, intimidate you into letting them inside, and then they look up there and the money's gone.
But how are they going to intimidate someone like you into letting them inside, Keyzie?
Probably
It's just not going to happen.
Just by saying, Keyzie,
Yeah, move aside.
No.
move
step
aside
aside.
right
Yeah,
now before I
yeah,
cave
yeah.
your face in.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, well, they'll be hard with that
It's a
massive
tricky
honker.
one, isn't it?
If it was me, I'd just not tell anyone. And then if they did...
And then just live with the stress that someone could
Yeah,
come
you,
round.
no,
but
but
Jase
then-
he doesn't get affected by stress.
but then, and if someone came over and said, blah, 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 I'd go, oh, fill your boots, mate. What are you talking about? Go up. I have never been in
Well,
the
why
roof.
would you be in the crawl space?
Exactly.
I've been in very few crawl spaces, actually.
Same.
Over the years.
And that's what I'd say. And then they'd go up there and find it wasn't there.
And then about, where has it
And
been?
then
You
they'd-
bought it.
then
Where
they'd
have you put it?
smash your teeth in.
And then I'd go, well, I don't know. I wouldn't have a clue.
And
then
they'll be
they'd
like,
punch your face in.
punch your face in, and
And
then
then
you'd
I'd
say,
say,
oh, that's right.
I'd say, I still don't have a clue.
Oh, would you?
Yeah.
And then they break your legs.
And then I'd say, I still don't have a clue.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
No, but how'd you buy that Lambo you got out front there?
From the money I found in the roof.
Got
yeah.
me.
Damn it.
The Hauraki Big Show podcast.
Aerosmith there on the radio, Hauraki Big Show. Now, for those of you that enjoy watching a bit of TV, you should listen to this next segment. What's on the telly with Mike Minogue.
Jase, that is enough. That is way too long. Jase.
Hey, last night, fellas, I watched an episode of Seinfeld.
Ba-doop-a-doop-doom.
You better not be serious. I thought we got over that particular hump.
I'll tell you what, man, it's a later episode there, and it's old Costanza starts wearing a toupee.
Oh, hair hat.
A hair hat. I couldn't remember it. I couldn't remember that episode.
Because you would love it.
There's a couple of them.
Be very relatable
That's
for
like
you.
my hair hat.
Yeah.
Very, very funny all the way through, which has been a long time since I could say that about an episode of old Seinfeld there.
Was that the one where there's that other guy who they give shit about wearing the hair hat originally?
There's a guy, he's got his hair hat on. There's a couple of episodes. This one I watched last night, he's got his toupee on. Kramer sets him up with a woman, Georgie boy, and it turns out that she's bald, so he's not happy about that. Meanwhile, Elaine has been a beard for a gay guy, which means you're a woman that was pretending to be the partner of a gay dude, and she falls in love with him.
That's right.
And
yeah, it's a classic.
Very funny stuff. Very funny.
Sorry, fellas, I just tuned out a bit there. Speaking of comedies, and I mentioned it again last night, Camping, a British comedy. And if you love your comedy, awkward, uncomfortable, cringing in your sofa, go and check it out. Written and directed by Julia Davis, I think her name is, who also did Sally Forever, which is also... It has a scene in Sally Forever that I think is the most horrendous scene I've ever seen on television.
Yeah.
Where you're watching the television going, don't do it! Don't do it! And they go there fully.
Oh, wow.
So go and check it out. Very funny.
So the one you're talking about at the end there is not the show that you're talking about, really?
That particular scene was part of Sally Forever, Camping is in the very similar vein.
And where is it? Where do you watch it?
Neon.
Television.
Yeah, television, that's right. Last night...
Or maybe Disney. It might be Prime, actually.
Jase, last night, my wife was very tired.
My wife.
And so, no, mine. And so she was like, can we just watch something real low stakes, something we'd have to think about? And then I was like, oh, well, do you want to watch Country Calendar? And she's like, nah. What about New Zealand's Best House? So it's like the British guy from location moved over here.
Is that not the guy that your wife has a hots for?
No, that's the New Zealand guy who presents Grand Designs.
I get confused because she's got quite a few hall passes, eh?
Honestly, like a whole wallet full of them. But we watched New Zealand's Best House, and it was just this British guy going to these really rich people's houses and these amazing, and just taking you through it, showing you how massive they are, how flash they are. And I found the whole thing a bit like, I don't know.
Well, I think that's a bit of a shame because it feels like it's a direct dig at Jase, who you know damn well. His father-in-law appeared in the first episode as the architect walking them through the house of a very successful and beautifully made house.
Which house was it?
With a wavy roof.
Wavy roof, and it had a great big slab bench and kitchen. Mission Bay possibly.
I might have to correct you there, Mogi. I don't know if it was the first episode.
Yeah, because there was no such thing. And also, I would have noticed if your father-in-law's name had popped up.
Sure.
And the thing I didn't like about it was the houses were so magnificent that it made you feel bad about your house.
And you said you didn't like it how they're letting all the women talk.
And I hated it that Jase's... I did not say that, by the way. I definitely did not say that.
What did I say?
Oh, don't even worry about it. Here's everything.
Racist.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Stone Temple Pilots here on the radio. Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday evening. Now, The Music Jury New Zealand. That's where you get to have your say on the music that we play here at Radio Hauraki. You get to voice your opinions about the shows and what you like about them and what you don't like about them. And we massively encourage people to do that because we get so many texts saying, I don't like this song or I don't like that. We can't do anything with that, Mogi. But if you go on the Music Jury, we really take note of what people say. And also, there's amazing prizes to give away if you do that.
That's right. We understand that people out there don't want to do something for nothing. They love a complain. So if they get a song that comes on the radio, don't like it, they text and skip.
Yes.
Skip.
Yes.
But if you actually jump on board and help us out with our music selections, give us a little bit of feedback, you can be in the draw for some pretty amazing stuff, as we are today, according to Captain.
Oh, Captain Adby. I was just going to say the guy's name who I was about to call the winner.
It's been bugging me. Oh, that'll do. What is the guy's name that we're about to call, Keyzie?
That is a complete wrong thing.
Yeah, I know.
that wasn't
I know.
right.
But I'm bugged about it.
Yeah, that's cool. That's appropriate then.
If I was annoyed by it, I'd be playing Captain Admin.
Yeah. Totally. Okay, so just quickly, his name is Aaron.
Aaron, yes, I thought it was.
Before we call him, he has won for himself a Marshall guitar amp bar fridge. It is a sick little fridge that looks just like a guitar amp. And that fridge, when you open it up, has got $1,000 cold hard cash inside.
Wow.
Too good, man.
Now, to get this, he had to answer, I think, once a year we do a really big survey. And he answered over 200 and reviewed 200 different songs and answered a whole heap of questions and stuff. So he's earned his prize. Let's give him a call now.
Hello, Aaron speaking.
Yeah, g'day, Aaron. It's old Hoodie J, Mogi and Keyzie from the Radio Hauraki Big Show. How are you, you mad bastard?
I'm not too bad at all. How are you guys?
Yeah, very good, thanks. Aaron, tell me, what do you do for a crust, mate?
I would say I'm an office worker.
Backbone! Aaron,
good on you,
so
man.
Good, man.
Now, Aaron, you massive backbone, you took part in the Radio Hauraki Music Jury, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Now, tell me, my friend, in terms of the old music, what is Aaron like? Where do you sort of swing?
What
if I
gets
can
you
put
out
it?
of bed, brother?
What gets you out of bed, Aaron?
Yeah, Aaron.
I would say your show.
Oh, sure.
Yeah,
Geez,
good
that's
stuff.
late in the day to be getting up, Aaron.
See?
Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, listen, mate, in appreciation of the fact that you actually did take the time to fill out, what were you saying, Keyzie, like 200 questions or something like that?
You had to rate over 200 songs, Aaron. How tedious was that?
Oh, how often is it that anyone asks your opinion on music? It's a privilege to do it.
Oh, good on you,
yeah,
mate,
yeah,
you massive
rules.
backbone. Well, because of that, mate, you've won yourself a Marshall Amp beer fridge. And if you open up that Marshall Amp beer fridge, there's $1,000 cash waiting for you. How does that sound?
That sounds fairly good. You've made my day, lad.
Oh, good on you, Aaron. So good, mate.
Yeah, good stuff. Hey, no, seriously, man, I appreciate you taking the time. And I just want to tell everyone listening out there, do go and get involved with the music jury because we do value your opinion.
That's right. Text music to 3483 or go to hauraki.co.nz. You'll find the music jury there. Aaron, congratulations, mate. We'll hand you over to Pug Son and he'll give you your cash. All right, mate?
Cheers, guys.
Good on
Appreciate
you,
it.
mate.
Good on you,
Beautiful.
mate.
Gee whiz.
God.
Hey, how good.
Worth doing, fellas.
Hey.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Yes, indeed, she's all got over your hump day, New Zealand. We got over our hump day, and what a show it's been, Mogi.
Oh, it's been one of the best shows that I've been involved with, I'd say.
I think so, definitely top 5. Actually, Pugsan, can you package that up, mate, and send it straight to the Radio Award? Pugsan! God, I don't know what's got into him lately.
Well, I know it's gone into him. You dissed him before. Remember he came in and he was excited telling you about his chickpea curry and you acted like it was disgusting. And then you came out and said, actually, I like chickpeas.
Well, what?
You know, how's he supposed to feel?
When it comes to...
What did you say it was?
Chickpeas.
Oh,
There's nothing wrong with chickpeas. I'm not playing the siren.
it's just when Pugs talks to me about what dinner he's cooking, if it's not sticky beef, I'm not happy.
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean?
So if it was sticky chickpeas,
No. Not happy.
Yeah.
Mogi, what are you up to tonight, mate?
I've actually going to bore you with a bit more work. I've got to do some more work tonight. I'd love to be doing some other things, like Keyzie and I were meant to be hanging out tonight, but I've had to pull out of that. I'd love to go to the gym as well. I'd love to get down there, do my legs tonight, but I just don't think I'm going to have time. So, yeah, straight home for a bit of work. What are you doing, Jase?
Just going to go home and eat and talk to my wife and watch a bit of telly, just relax.
You
chill
guys
out.
would be getting sick of that, wouldn't you?
I
Surely.
stood front, Jase. Jesus.
Well, interestingly enough,
That gentleman is very handsy. He was handsy going the other way as well,
and he's a
wasn't
very
he?
good-looking fella too.
Is he?
My wife and I actually haven't been watching that much TV. We've been chatting away and
Yeah.
sort of making plans about stuff.
Getting pumped and
Is that
Scrabble.
My retirement.
Is that why you did the same What's on Telly with Mike Minogue as you did yesterday? Pretty much
Yeah.
word for word.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Far
Yeah,
out. 'Cause
yeah,
you can
yeah.
just say we didn't watch anything instead of just saying the
Pumping
same one
out
again.
the
Well,
same
I mean,
old.
I'm not going to do a Minogue on it.
Well,
you know
you
what I
did.
mean? And just say,
Yeah, well, you
nah.
did. You kind of
though.
did.
Even though
though.
it's
was
my
actually
segment, I
worse.
haven't
Yeah.
watched anything.
You did
what
a
are you,
hoity.
what are you up to, Keyzie?
Me and Minogue are hanging out tonight.
Yeah.
Or at least that's what I thought we were
Yeah,
doing.
we're going to the gym.
We're going to the gym. I'm going to work on his legs.
Sure.
So that'll be cool.
You're going to give him
Yeah.
a rub down, Keyzie.
Yeah.
Good stuff, mate.
Yeah, but hey, don't forget if you're listening and you missed part of the show, Best of Podcast comes out at 7:30 tonight along with an outro.
Too good.
Search Hauraki wherever you get your potties from.
Okay.
Bye!